Oh, that's good. I keep having this nagging feeling that I've forgotten something.
Hey, if you forgot it, it probably wasn't all that important.
Yeah, I guess.
Help him! God! Help your goalie. For crying out loud, Tristan Jarry had a good game tonight. And with everything that he's gone through this season so far, it would be nice if you guys could score a goal in the first 2 periods of play for him, but you didn't. And the Penguins lost this one, 3-1 to the Washington Capitals, now inching towards that 500 record that is oh so dreaded and not acceptable in the current division that we're in right now. Let's go over the lines. Marcus Pettersson comes back in this game. He takes Chad Ruhwedel's spot. He goes on the third pairing with Ceci. I did not update that either. Maxime Lagacé is back to the taxi squad, and Casey DeSmith is your backup again. But Jarry started in this one, and I thought he played pretty damn well, all things considered, which we'll get to in a second. But pretty much the same lines. We'll get to the fourth line later. They didn't really play much. And also, we'll get to the line changes that also happened in the third period. Tanev switched with Kapanen. It was a little interesting what was going on there, but yeah. Now, this game started off pretty well for the Penguins. You get 2 power plays right off the bat, and they also crossed over, so it was a 5-on-3 for a brief period of time. Also, my bad call brick tonight. Where is it? It goes against the Penguins, or on the other team. I don't think that Garnet Hathaway rush that he had early in the third period, which was called, it was an offensive penalty for goaltender interference. I don't think that was a penalty. But the Penguins will definitely take it, and they'll take the power play, which they didn't score on. We're back to normal with this. And, yeah, we hit a bunch of posts. We hit 2 posts, and we had 5 shots. Okay, we got a good amount of chances there. And on the other end, Jarry was getting tested a lot. The Capitals were not only playing good offensively, they were also shooting the puck. And we'll get to how they shot 42 shots tonight, which is, compared to the Penguins' 27. You're typically going to win games if you shoot over 40 times. So that's what ended up happening in this game. No goals in the first period. I thought the Penguins played a pretty decent first period. Kind of back and forth play, run and gun type action. A lot of scrambling defense in this, but the goaltenders are really good in it. Unfortunately, Capitals get the first goal of the game. And in the second period, the Penguins were completely different. And the defense was just, I can sum it up by just saying that they were out of position. Connor Sheary, not Sherry, got his third of the season, his first against his former team. That was just, it's always a twist to the knife when it's a former player that you had. He was in a good spot, good positioning, and it was a well-placed wrist shot. And, the Capitals are up in this 1-0, which also means that the Penguins still, and we are in game 14, going into game 15. We're going into game 15, and the Penguins have trailed in every single one of their games. They've always had to come back and win. Very concerning statistic. I know last game was really, the right direction for the Penguins. We got a 6-3 big win over against the Capitals, and we actually led after 2 periods of play, and looked like the team was going to turn the corner. This game was not the turning point. Jacob Vrana also scores. It was a scrambling play. Defense was all over the place. Terrible defensive play. I put this was the worst second period that the Penguins have had all year, and that's traditionally the period where the Penguins have played good. Usually they play terrible in the first period, they catch up in the second period, they play terrible in the first half of the third period, and then they come back and win it in overtime. But that was not the case in this one. The Capitals are up 2-0 after 2 periods of play. Mike Matheson also decked Vanacek, and he got a penalty. This started to give me Boston's Eastern Conference Final matchup and series where they swept the Penguins. Gave me these type of vibes. That's what this game really was. Reminded me of a lot of run and gun type play, scrambling defense. But despite that, the Penguins can't score a goal, and they're being outshot, outplayed, and outscored. Once we get to the third period, and after Lars Eller scores, after Brandon Tanev cannot get the puck out of the zone on a simple breakout play, he passes it right to their defenseman, and it was a bang play, and Lars Eller gets his second of the year. Tanev and Kapanen switched lines. Haven't really seen much of Kapanen ever since he was initially inserted on the fourth line. Right now, he's pretty much invisible. Zucker can fall in that category as well. Too many penalties were taken in this one. The Penguins took 5 penalties in this one, and then again, the final shots were 42-27. Zach Aston-Reese, though, he has goals in 3 straight games since coming back from injury. That was nice to see him won the third line with him, Tanev, and Blueger, which eventually switched to him, Tanev, and Kapanen got a goal. And this is where Sullivan really started to shorten up the bench. The Penguins needed a score, and they simply couldn't. Again, similar to that 2013 series against the Bruins, reminded me that the top scorers weren't producing. They were getting angry. They were running into goalies, taking bad penalties, and getting frustrated. And what you need in these situations is your bottom 6 to, step up. And instead, in this game, the bottom 6 was only the bottom 3, and the line of Lafferty, Jankowski, and Sceviour did not play the majority of the third period. And my question for you guys tonight, you are the GM of the Penguins right now. It's more of an assignment than an actual question. Make me a fourth line. I need a fourth line. This isn't cutting it with the Jankowski, and Sceviour line. But anyways, that's pretty much it overall. Jarry, again, he had a good game tonight, and for his confidence right now as a starter, just not look good for him. My 3 stars of the night, Jarry, Vrana, and Sherry. Just help out your goalie. I will be talking more about the Penguins. This is a little bit of a quick one. I'll be on the Pittsburgh Sports Castle podcast in a couple minutes right now, actually. And yeah, be sure to check out my thoughts on that as well. I'm doing my first ever giveaway on the channel now. If I hit 500 subscribers, I'm giving away a Mark Recchi autograph or a jersey card. So be sure to check out that video as well. Thank you all for watching. Disappointing loss by the Penguins tonight, but we still got the rest of the season to go forwards. And thank you all. Catch you guys in the next video.